Hello class, good day. I hope you are having a good time. Today we will be discussing a new topic which is about free verse. That is one of the types of poetry. But before that, let's have a prayer first.
Well, it's poetry written without rules. Free verse poetry can look like anything the author decides. It's up to you. Your poem can rhyme, but it does not have to rhyme. Your poem can have a syllable count, kind of like our haikus, which had a 5, 7, 5 syllable count, but there could be no syllable count at all. Free verse poems are up to you. It's how you, as the author, want to get your message across. Today we're going to take a look at a couple of different ways to write a free verse poem. Now, one of the ways you can write your free verse poem is by being sure that you select your words carefully. Let's take a look at a poem where the words are definitely selected for specific reasons. This poem is called Thrill Ride. Up, up, click, click, wind blows sharp in my ears. My heart jumps, skips. It's up higher. It's up the highest. Hands grasp at the clouds. Then a forever pause, still, waiting. Finally, whoosh, steep drop, down, down, down. Right. Now, look at how the short words move quickly as they're read. Up, up, on the first line. And then towards the end, down, down, down. Then in the middle, there's longer words. So the longer words show us the top of the roller coaster, right? The pause before the drop actually forces our reading to slow and kind of like forever pause. Then we have the repetition of the word up. The word up at the top, it kind of shows us that jolting feeling. You really feel like you are on a roller coaster when reading this poem. So these words were really chosen carefully. The punctuation was chosen carefully too. Up, up. You can kind of feel that pull on your cart going up the hill. And then finally, whoosh! We have the exclamation point at the end kind of showing us that things are going fast, things are exciting, right? So when you choose your words carefully, you can really get your point across, your message. You can make your reader feel like they really are in that moment. All right, there's other ways that we can get our message across. And one of the literary terms we took a look at this year and that we can see in free verse poetry is alliteration. Now, alliteration is a literary device where the first sound in a series of words is the same. So Sally sells seashells by the seashore. We hear that constant s sound at the beginning. You can use alliteration in free verse to create a particular mood or a feeling or a sound to the poem, especially when we combine this with our careful word choice as we saw before. So let's take a look at a poem that uses alliteration. Summer Lollipop. Licking a lolly slowly, sunlight lapping at the lazy lake. Lovely evening, lovely lolly, lazy life. We hear that constant sound, right? So there we see alliteration creating a mood for our poem, The Summer Lollipop. All right. In this poem, you can almost feel yourself licking the lollipop slowly by the water, right? With the sun setting on tiny ripples. You know, even though there's no set rhyme pattern or structure, it is a free verse poem. They can do that. You can almost feel the beat in the words. Okay. So alliteration. So far we've seen careful word choice, alliteration. The last kind of way I'm going to show you that you can incorporate some interesting moods into your poems is I'm going to show you personification. And we've talked about this year as well. So sometimes when we give an inanimate object human characteristics, we can kind of breathe new life into it, right? See, I just did that there. I breathe new life into an inanimate object. I just used personification. Have you ever heard someone say that the sun was peeking out from somewhere, or that, you know, the clouds were lazy, or the water licked the shore? That's personification. Let's see someone who gave this a try. This person wrote a poem using personification. Night crept in, slow and smooth. It smothered the city in darkness. Lights in windows of tall buildings blinked. One, two, again, and opened their bright eyes. So here we see the night kind of taking on the persona of a thief who's creeping through the darkness, and the lights blink their eyes. There are two different personifications working in this poem that bring it to life. So now that we have some tools, we can use these tools to kind of create our own free verses. Okay? Once you write a few poems, you're going to begin to develop your very own unique style. And before you know it, you'll be writing free verses just like a natural poet. It's your turn. I want you to try to visualize something. I want you to brainstorm. Create a list of things that go with your topic. Pick something you want your poem to be about. Put all of these things together and make your free verse poem. Remember, choose your words carefully. You can use alliteration. You can use personification. Breathe new life, haha, personification there, into your work. Good luck. I cannot wait to see what you come up with.